Hey guys, Sean. Gonna start a little group body log. This is my week one's done. Finished the first week, 6 days of working out. Thought I'd share a little about who I am, kind of why I'm doing this, some of my goals, a few other things about the program, and just kind of make it into a weekly thing. One for those that might be on the fence about if they should do this or they shouldn't, and two also for my own self, just to kind of help me stay motivated and stay focused. So just kind of kick it off. My name's Sean. I'm over 40. Um, I've got 6 kids. I used to CrossFit regularly. I used to coach CrossFit. I just don't have time to make it to a box anymore. That's kind of the big issue that I had. It's really kind of one of my whys in some way. I just can't make it to a box. It's really difficult with all the people in my household and schedules just to get there. And so I wanted something that had supposedly, from what I'd seen and from what I'd read, success. I've programmed for other people before. I've basically got a garage in my it's filled with a gym. I can do pretty much almost anything you can in a box. Not everything, but almost. And even in a standard weight room. I didn't know what I wanted to do. And so lots of programs out there, lots of things I could have done. I just got tired. And it's been almost 5 months since I really haven't worked out regularly. And so I finally was like, I just got to do something. So I did a lot of research. I found these guys. I liked the results. And so I said, hey, I'm going to go for it. My goals really are to be in better shape, to get stronger. Again, I want to play with my kids. I want to have fun. Oldest one's 11, all the way down to our foster kid who's 11-month old. Um, I want to be able to play with them. I want to not have to worry about getting tired. Sometimes it happens. We go to the pool and I'm throwing everybody in the pool, and pretty soon I'm wearing out. I know my maxes aren't going to be where they used to be. At one point I could squat over 500 pounds. A year ago I was still squatting over 465. I pulled last year at a competition 285 on a clean and jerk, and I basically barely squatted down for my 245 and 265 to catch them. But when I've tested this week, my technique's off. I haven't done anything in a while, and so I know a lot of that's going to be skill related again. So I want to get stronger. I want to get faster. I'd like to lose some weight. I was a little over 200, about 201.4. I weighed myself this Sunday. I weighed myself last Sunday. This Sunday I was 197.6. So I've lost some weight. I've also been dieting. And so I want to just kind of share my thoughts about the program, what I've seen so far. I've gone to a lot of boxes, and a lot of times you go do a workout, and by the end of Friday, if you've gone 5 days a week, you just can't move. And I've done 6 days here. I feel great. It's a good mixture of strength. It's a good mixture of cardio. It's a good mixture of volume. Coupled with the fact that we're working on our diets, I took part of the pro plan. There were 3 options, obviously. Some people are like, man, I can't believe you're paying for non-specialized training. My thought is it's specialized. It's just not individually packaged for me, but it works for what I'm looking for. It comes with a Facebook group, which I wanted, some more camaraderie as well as accountability. To get to know there's a group of guys that got the same questions I have that are going through the same thing. One guy went off to Legoland, with this kid for the weekend, and he's like, I got to bring my own meals because I can't eat outside of my meal plan. And, we, hey, go for it, encourage him, give him that little extra support sometimes for me. So that's been great. Um, Volume wise, it's been really good. I'd say it's kind of right on the cusp this next week. Since we tested this week, it's going to be week 2. It's going to be interesting to see how it all weighs in. But I felt really good. I've enjoyed it. Setup wise, I've liked the way it's designed. It's 4 heavy days, um, metcons, and then your long days and your core days, and it just flows real well. I'm really glad with the way it's set up. They have 4 different options for your diet. I kind of went with to lose a little bit of fat, maybe gain some muscle. I've done stuff before. I did a combine when I was 30. There's a long story in that, but competing against 20-year-old, 26-year-old guys. But And when I did that and monitored my diet, kind of like I did here, back then I weighed 184, or 26% body fat. And in October, when May rolled around for the competition, I weighed 194 with 16% body fat. And I went from a medium to an extra large shirt. Just, it's possible to lose fat and gain muscle if your diet's spot on. And so here I've really tried to do that again this week. I think that's one of the reasons why I've been able to lose some weight. I can tell a difference in my pictures. I'll show you those here real quick. Basically, the blues the week 1, or week 0, and the grays the week 1. My love handles aren't as pronounced. It's not as big. Sorry, my daughter, who's 7, helped take the pictures. But definitely, I think you could see in some of these shots here, the love handles just aren't the same. I've lost some of that fat. It gives you a little bit more of the tonality behind it. It's not as bulging, per se. So, whatever. But it's been a good week. If you guys got questions, I'd gladly answer them. Just comment down below, or some of the things. I won't go into specific details about the program. Like, here's what we did Monday. Here's what we did Tuesday. I'm not going to share that, but I will share some of the things. I had to go buy a band. I could do strict pull-ups, but the volume of strict pull-ups required me to buy a band. Well, $25, but I want to do the program. Things like that. But I'll gladly share it. I think if you're on the fence, man, next time they open it up, it'd be a great chance to take it. Hopefully by the time the 3 months that I've committed to are done, I'll be signing up for 4, 5, 6 months. I signed up for a competition that's a little over 2.5 months away as motivation. I haven't competed in CrossFit in years. About 4 years ago, I had AFib. My heart rate was 275 through 315 while driving down the road. Had a massive ablation, broke a lot of nerves on my heart. Cardioverted, stopped and restarted my heart a couple times. But I've been free for 2 years. I lost a huge part of my tank, just my ability to do cardio, and it sucks to try and get it back. But I've enjoyed the workload here at the end of every day, and so I'm excited to do that and say, hey, I'm over 40. But in some ways, I'm in some of the best shape of my life. So, but again, I'm going to stop rambling. This is going to be a weekly thing. Should be up every Sunday, sometime-ish before night, maybe late on Monday if my 6 kids keep me doing something. But again, if you got questions, post them. I gladly answer the best I can, or ask the guys that might be able to answer it. They don't pay me for this. In fact, they don't even know I'm doing this yet. I'm sure they'll find out at some point. But hope you have a good week. Hope you guys are training hard, and look forward to a few more weeks of this. Thanks for watching, guys.